What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up. Y'all see that cutty? That's the one that had the gold. They off there now. Now pay attention, y'all. This Cutlass is 24 by 10. Originally set up for a 7-inch lip. Alright? So the 7-inch lip is on there now. This car has no tubs in the back. A little bit of finesse into the tub right in front of the back tire. Just sit there and tap with the hammer, tap, 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 and it heats up the metal as you go. Boom, 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 boom. A little bit in the back. Now this is a solid car, so you're able to do that without ripping holes through it. Has the quarter rail notch in the back. You know it's got that badass suspension on it. Right now, we have a 1/2 inch of spacing on the back of the rim for this to clear. So as you can see, it tucks right up in there. The wheel well lips are trimmed. The other wheels, that when they were on here, when I first moved the car in and out the shop, my fat ass had cut the back left tire before any work was done, which is right here. We had to get rid of the cap on the front for the wheel woods to clear the wheel, to clear the cap, and he's got the floating caps going on those. But here's the back wheel. So this one is a basic lip with it 6 and whatever, 5 and whatever. And as you can see right here on the tire, because my fat ass cut it. But yeah, so for any of you guys that want to say, oh, this and that about the tub, blah, blah, blah. No tub work. But you can see the sealant got a little crack to it, which isn't bad at all. But you can see just a couple little dinks. I'm not trying to hide nothing from nobody. Oh, this crack, those are just cracks of the sealant. So you go through here and reseal it and it would be sealed fine. No holes. Car wasn't rotted. Car's not a shit box. There was a Cutlass I did, a blue one with a silver top and silver wheels and this and that. I put a 9 inch in it, this and that. Had Ruchis on it, and I tubbed it and this and that. Dude wanna talk some shit and say this and say that years later, talking about he almost had to come up to my shop with something and handle me and this and that. Yeah, okay. Why didn't you, Mark? But his car was raggedy, his shit rotted to shit, his tubs were rotted, all that shit, boom. But his car got towed from shop to shop and this and that. He was crying that his car was sitting outside. I used to pull his car outside for the day and pull it back in at night, and he knew this. But now he want to get on the internet and run his mouth. I know, you guys don't care. But some of you that are listening are running and telling, so fuck it. So one of the tow truck guys, the one day when he called me, he said his quarter had a wrinkle in it. I said, have you recently had it towed? And he was like, yeah. And he showed me up underneath the back, and somebody had hooked inside the frame and pulled the frame down. I told you guys this over and over and over about tow trucks. So if a car is tugged, if a car is frame notched and this and that, and they put that hook in that frame back there and they tie it and it pulls the car down, it's going to buckle the quarters. Even box Chevys without even having any work, they hook the frame in the tails, boom. You want to hook the frame right in front of the back tire. That's where you want to hook the frame. And then you want chains axed or whatever, but that's where you hook. That's the strongest part of the frame, the best part of the frame. It's not saying that you can still tighten the shit out of the thing. The car's not going anywhere. It's on the truck, on the flatbed. It's got the cable on the front, it's got the safety chains on the back, whatever. It was a little snug, the car's in park, the car's not going nowhere. But when you get these inexperienced tow truck drivers that want to over tighten cars, I mean, you guys, I know everybody's seen it, and you're like, what the fuck, like why? Any car that gets picked up from my shop, I make sure that I go out there, even if I think the tow man knows what he's doing, which there's plenty of them that do. But I still go out there and I double check and make sure don't over tighten the car, hook it in the right spot, boom. So that being said, whatever. This car no tubs, 7-inch lip, 24 by 10. This wheel actually measures with this tire on it. You can see this tire, same tire as on the other rim, but this rim has got the tire bowed up a little bit, which this is coming out to 11 1/4, almost 11 1/2. Well, this one is like dead on 11. You see? So this back lip and front lip is like, when I measured the back spacing, so from the back of the rim to the outside of the lip, this wheel is 1 inch more back space than the wheel on the car. So we're actually, you know, able to bolt them right on there. Plenty of frame clearance and plenty of outside clearance. But 24s, again, 24s, 7-inch lip. There were so many people that doubted that he was going to be able to put, or I was going to be able to put the 7-inch lips right on this car with how I built the car. The narrow, just that quarter rail frame notch, which you guys, if you go to my IG, Better Up Customs, if you don't know, you can see this build on there and on the YouTube videos of where I notched it, how I notched it, and it looks like factory. It doesn't even look like there was a notch done to the frame. Nice and smooth, none of that step notch shit, none of that boogered up welded shit that you guys are seeing out there. But yeah, this is his new combo. This was the original color he wanted to begin with. I still think he'd go with a little bit smaller tire on the front, but it's all good. This is what he wants. Front of the fenders have just that little trim at the bottom. The chrome's trimmed just a little bit. It's not all hacked up, cut on an angle, cut all the way up here. Stupid shit. Got them wheelwoods on there, got them coilovers on there, got them tie rod sleeves in there, boom. Got that full nice smooth front frame notch that you can't even tell. Once again, I mean, look at that. Real frame notch. Got the little bracket on there for the brakes, boom. You know, when people talk to you with respect, which common sense applies, you know, you just feel, you got a different feeling about how to go about things. You know, if someone comes in talking shit and having an attitude and this and that, and then they leave and they start talking shit, it's like, you can come back and get your car, you can come back and get your money, you can come back and take it. I don't need to take your job, you know. So I'm 45 years old, I ain't got time for that shit. But then all these other guys, you know, want to sit out there and run their mouth. Somebody says this, somebody says that. Oh, Better Up Customs is this, oh that, blah blah, and all these other motherfuckers want to chime in. Get out of here with that shit. This is what I do, and this is what I've been doing for years, right? So I've been doing it longer than most of these shops out there, period. When I was saying the other day, Better Up Customs was the first ones to put a coilover on a big rim car. First ones to tub a big rim car. First ones to frame notch a big rim car. First ones to do the full front frame notches so perfect. I degree the spindles. I lay the spindles back. I do custom alignments. I was the first one to do that shit. Better Up Customs, again, was the first one to narrow a rear end in the Chicago area where I'm at, blah, blah, for a 96 Impala SS. And to tell you the truth, even years before that, the 67 blue hardtop Cadillac, sky blue Snoop DeVille, that car, we narrowed the rear end for the spokes, the 24-inch spokes to sit under. And I'm talking, that was a long time ago. But yeah, Better Up Customs, Bankroll Tim. I know you guys have seen this, and for those that haven't seen this, obviously he still got the other wheel on there. He has the other steering wheel for it. I had to come over here today to make sure this was gonna clear and everything, but now you guys see which one it is. See, I'm not a parts changer. I'm not a basic fabricator. I'm a custom fabricator, custom frame fabricator. All that is built, not bought. I'll give you guys a second to look at that. Anti-roll, bracing, super drop boxes, the coilover brackets. You know, I mean, real shit. This car rides beautiful. And yes, we're over here at Quint's Tires in Aurora. You guys see the sign up there. This is where I just got the brand new tires for my mom's Explorer. So there you guys go for your rims, tires, whatever in the Aurora surrounding areas. Boom. Tires, tire repairs, in and outs, used tires, brand new tires, rims, big rims, big, you know, whatever tire. They call them. You seen the number? Or no? The number's not up there. But anyways, Quince Tires, Aurora, Illinois. Hit them up. They probably got what you need. He's got these wheels right here. Kevin, how much for the old wheels?
65 with steering wheel.
6,500 with the steering wheels. 24s, boom. And what gold is that?
5.5.
What gold?
Oh, it's supposed to be like a copper gold.
Like a copper gold, which you guys can see the color right there. You see that color? You can see how the car was before, boom. But 4 3/4 bolt circle, so box Chevy, G body. What's that called? 5x120. I hate using those metric numbers, but the back is a 5-inch, 5.5-inch lip. Boom. Little light cuts, but you can still flip the tire around on the rim. Got tons of tread. They're basically brand new. There's the other ones. 295, 25 tires on the back. Again, a little cut to the back. Wheels are a little dirty right now. But there you guys go. And the steering wheel. But alright, y'all. Bankroll Tim bedded up. Just wanted to show you guys this. Show you that there's no tubs. No tubs. So when these places are telling you, oh yeah, we have to tub it, oh yeah, we have to do this, oh yeah, you gotta think, let's see what's really going on. And like I said, everybody just do your research, you know. And if you're a little short on money, you're a little short on money, you know. You can call, get a price, this, that, whatever, anybody, and go around and call different places and, you know, figure out. But look for the work though. Look for the photos, look for the videos, look for the, you know, how everybody's doing stuff. Again, props to the only shop I'm giving props to is Sammy's. Sammy's, they're in and out. They got the crew over there. Bam, 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 bam. Somebody commented and said, hey, quit crying and hire somebody. I've hired people. I've had people for many years that they just don't know what the hell they're doing. They're standing around. They're on their phone. They don't know how to do basic shit. I could tear this whole front end out of this car if it was stock in like, you know, let's say 30 minutes, right? The whole front end completely tore out and start cleaning the frame. These guys would be standing there and it would take them like damn near half a day to a full day to take the whole front suspension out. Picking at the tie rods and this and that, talking about the cotter pin won't come out. No, this and that. That's the old shit. We're not reusing it. Break it, cut it, spin the bolt. It'll break the cotter key. Boom, it'll come apart, you know. But anyways, I like my work. I like how it's done. I do it my way. If somebody else can do it my way or even get close to my way, I'd be okay with it, but I'd still like, I trust my way 100%. You guys, these frames that are cracking and shit like that, like I said, G-bodies, doing frame notches and stuff like that, which this one, again, does not have a frame notch in the front. It's just quarter rail notched. But it didn't need to be frame notch in the front for the 7-inch lip. As you can see, I'm not hiding nothing. It's all right here. But cars that are frame notched right there, and then you have a little bit of power, and that lower control arm puts torque on that torque box area, and it starts cracking. And if the frame plate that gets notched is in there and it's barely welded, yeah, it's gonna crack. You gotta fill the gap. Gotta make a gap. You gotta fill the gap. You can polish it up later. You can't dig into the weld and tear the weld out of it because it's gonna crack. And you can't do burnouts over bumps. But anyways. All right, y'all. Car still original V6 car. His next move now is he's got an LS motor and all that stuff already. He's just gonna start building that and figure out everything that he needs so that way it can all be ready and they can go to somebody that reputable or whatever, however you say that, so that way the car can go there. He can give the deposit. He really wants me to do it, but you know, I don't get into that stuff, and there's some people out there that do good, and you know, it costs money. Everything costs money. So he'll be, once he's set, he'll be able to find the person he wants to use, be able to get it in, get it out, and I'll have to turn the front end up or change the front springs. I think I got a 450 front spring in this one, and they're not really turned up that much. You can see through the front wheel right there. I got a lot more. I could turn it up, but I mean, this motor V6 to an LS, you know, LS aluminum heads, this and that, I don't know, a couple 100-pound different probably. So I could probably turn up these enough, but if to get it back to that height. But if I can't, then we would take it apart and change the spring out from the 450 to a 500 or a 550. I give out information like that all the time for everybody. People text me all the time. I can't really get back to everybody, but you know, I give part numbers and stuff like that. You know, I turn around and I'm over here playing music now. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get off this because he's got the music going. Okay, Kevin said turn it off. He turned it off. Okay, but damn, what was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying now. But I don't know, 7-inch lips went right on. Everybody that doubted that the 7-inch lips were gonna fit right on there, they fit right on there. The center part of the wheel. So I had the 1-inch spacer and a 3/4 spacer on there when I built the car. How I measured it all up to set the center of the wheel. So the wheel overall being the 11 overall, and the other wheel is 11 overall. So then the only thing that comes into play is the center disc, the center plate sits back more. Boom. So if you build the car narrow in the first place without tubbing it, boom, then when you do get your 7-inch lip wheels, if you wanted to upgrade, boom, bam. Or having a 7-inch wheel to begin with, right, look, I can stick my fingers in there, so we got clearance. And the anti-roll, you got to have the anti-roll for tucking like this and having that lip, and that way the rear end ain't tilting side to side. You have to have the anti-roll. An anti-roll is a must when it comes to big wheels and keeping everything tucked closer and being able to do it without mini tubbing and stuff like that on 24s. Now to get into a 26, you'd have to keep the 26 a little skinnier, and skinnier, you know what I mean, skinnier this way, and keep it a 275/25 tire. But I could do it. I could do it. I'm not saying they could do it, but I could do it if the car is solid enough. And maybe if it did need a little bit of tub work, would be in that back corner right there a little bit, and that front corner right there a little bit. Just a little bit of, you know, cut a little piece out, flex it, whatever, put it back together, and weld it up, tack, grind, boom, and get it to fit. Because from a 24 like that to a 26, you got 1 more inch. It's 2-inch difference. So 1 more inch taller, 1 more inch forward, 1 more inch back, 1 more inch taller, the car would sit right there. A lot of people don't understand all this stuff, how it works, but a lot of shops will just get you to pay them this and that. I tell people parts, that's what I was talking about. People hit me up and they want to get parts. I know the parts that you need. I know all the correct parts. That's my knowledge. So I'm not supposed to get paid for my knowledge, as in when I get the job. You know, if someone brings me the car and this and that and whatever, I already had you get all the parts. I told you everything that you needed to get. And people want to go and call all the people and say, oh, this and that, blah, blah. Well, I do more. I'm one person and I do every bit of it. I know it works. I know what doesn't work. All right, y'all. Bankroll Tim. I'm just going to sit here and keep yapping. I know I keep saying that on every video too, but it's hot out here. Like, the sun is blinging. It's hot out here. And I'm fat, so. All right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bedded up. Quinn's Tires, Aurora, Illinois. There it is. 24, 7-inch lip, 11 inches overall. Coilovered up, sitting good. Nice little squat, nice little tuck. And he has these rims for sale. 6,500. Hit up Kevin, Kev22 on IG, Kevin Rubio, Facebook, and there you go. You get your wheels. They don't even have that many miles on it. Put the car together last year, and with the steering wheel. 6,500 with the steering wheel. All right, y'all. Bet it up. Bankroll Tim. I'm out.